Hello, everyone. I'm Cordell, and though I walk through the uncanny valley, I'm really creeped out.
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Sammy.
It's me, Mr. H.M. Wogglebug T. And welcome to Junk House.
It's a psychobilly thing.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Junk House.
What was that?
Don't worry
what are
about
you
it.
talking
We'll talk
about?
about it later.
Don't worry.
Okay. I want to cry a little bit.
That's okay.
We all want to cry a little bit, Cordell.
Everybody's got to cry a little bit. I'm frozen right now. This is the first video episode, and we're already having
Incredible. This is good. Keep it. Leave it
That's
in.
okay.
Nothing to
Of
change.
course.
This is
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's
Oh,
fine.
Sammy's gone.
I'm gone. Now I'm back.
Oh, you're back?
Oh,
Okay.
whoa.
But
Oh, and-
welcome.
I'm frozen too.
No, you're not.
Oh, no. I can't move.
Well, okay. Stop messing with me, you punks.
Okay.
This is one of the times I really wish I knew ventriloquism so I could intentionally freeze and then throw my voice so it made it look like the sound was still, like how it does on Discord where the sound will still come through.
Yeah.
Well, Caleb, I think the start for ventriloquism is you got to put your fist up my butt.
You know, I'll do that in just a little bit. I'll be there in a few weeks and we'll just pop it up in there. Yeah.
Pop it up in there.
Pop
We'll
it
start
right up.
talking.
Right up in there.
Right up in that ass.
So, it seems my topic I chose to bring is almost prescient in its relevance
Yes, it really was.
Yeah,
because
it
of that
really was
horrifying video
What are you talking
played.
about? What are you talking
Quick
about,
background.
Cordell?
There is an important reason why we're doing video this week. And
Okay.
you saw at least the beginnings of it. Me and Caleb, I showed Caleb a video that you will see later in this episode.
Yeah.
About a week ago after we recorded last week's episode. And after some memeing and talking about it, we were like, this needs to be a topic because it's kind of terrifying and kind of morbidly, I guess not morbidly interesting, but just interesting. But Cordell does not know what the topic is.
At
We
all.
left it so that Cordell would be surprised by today's topic.
I spend a good, 2/3 of my time on this show being out of the loop on what's going on.
Yeah.
And I
Fair.
like it. I like it a lot.
It's fair. One time there was an episode that we did while Cordell was gone where I talked about horny magic art, and I realized now that I need to redo that topic with Cordell here.
We do.
Yeah. A man who is both notably horny and notably into magic.
It has been a very weird time because Cordell and I were roommates in college. I don't know if we've said that on this show, but if you
We were
listen,
roommates.
Probably. We were
maybe,
roommates.
yeah, we were roommates in college. And knowing Cordell then to Cordell now is it's like two wildly different people, but so much similar. It makes perfect sense if you don't think about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
If you
Not
don't
a lot
ever-
of things.
I'm also slightly wine drunk, so it's a very interesting energy for me.
if that
For your context, everyone, it is 11:30 in the morning.
Why do you have to make it sound like this isn't a regular thing? Like
It's not, but it is noteworthy that it is not noon.
this is also like now on different episodes of different shows, I have been like tipsy during recording, and
Yeah.
it's a wonderful energy. Fun fact, I don't know. For the first episode of Nat Wonderful, I was like actively drinking during the episode. Like I was so stressed out.
you haven't been for these other episodes?
No, I stopped after the first
Got
episode.
easier.
But I remember doing a shot before the first episode and then drinking an old fashioned throughout the episode.
There have been some episodes of Nat Wonderful where we'll record 2 sessions in one sitting. And between sessions, I would go to the kitchen and take a shot of whiskey because it was just either a stressful episode or it was just running long and my nerves were shot. But I just walk in, take a shot, come back ready to rumble.
Yeah,
I do the same thing now, but with mac and cheese.
I do the same thing now, but with weed.
I do the same thing now, but with water. Hydration is key.
I drink a hell of a lot of water.
I drink a good amount of water every day. I drink, at least 4 or 5 glasses.
Also, before I dive into my subject, I just had a thought that I wanted to point out here.
Yeah.
And that is 1, I'm a little bit low in the frame. That's a little bit better for presentation. But 2, this is kind of the point of no return on having our faces connected to this show. We have social media accounts and our faces are there, but this is the moment where this gets put out and the world knows our faces with our voices. And
that's right.
That's a little wild.
It's a little wild, and it's a little wild about that it's on this episode. But
yeah.
This is important. This is an important episode. This is going to mark some kind of history in Junk House, not only for the first video, but
for the one where Cordell gets murdered by whatever horrific animated monstrosity he just saw. This is my Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's
anyway.
Exactly.
So, my topic today is the Uncanny Valley, and I assume you're both familiar with it.
Very.
I would say vaguely.
Okay, so for Caleb and for the listeners and viewers, hello, share, subscribe, hit that notification button.
It's down
there. The
now.
Uncanny, hit that notification button.
Yeah. Hit the bell, like and subscribe and rate. They don't do ratings.
Ring my bell. The Uncanny Valley is kind of a concept/principle, but in essence, the idea is the closer something gets to being human and to being realistic, the more it upsets us because we know it's unrealistic, but our brain connects it close enough to the real thing. It just triggers this kind of fight or flight nervous because it's almost right, but not quite. And it's just upsetting for our brains. And so many people get uncomfortable. Some common triggers for Uncanny Valley discomfort, claymation or stop motion animation. A lot of people get very uncomfortable, my wife included, with things like Coraline or other movies in that vein, Nightmare Before Christmas, because the style is kind of jilted and it's moving fluidly, but not completely fluidly.
Yeah.
Another example is Emily is scared of mannequins.
Okay.
And that's a common Uncanny Valley thing of they're shaped like us, but they're featureless and terrifying for some people.
And don't
dolls
move ever.
Yeah. Dolls are a very big one.
Masks
we've all
can
been
be
scared of a
triggers
doll.
for people too.
Masks can do it. That AI lady, Ava, or whatever her name is, she's a big one.
Yeah.
Basically, you take a little robot that's made of squares and does this, and we go, aw, cute. But you take Sunny from iRobot, and it starts to get a little unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like us, but our brain knows it's not, and it creates this kind of visceral reaction. So, that's the Uncanny Valley.
It's also a trigger for safety. Because it's our brains are so used to, or need to be able to know other people, need to be able to visualize and connect with that. So when you have that slight connection because it kind of looks like you, but not all the way there, it makes your brain go danger, 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 danger. So that's why it's also super creepy for people.
Yeah.
I know that this comes from an evolutionary thing, where it's I need to exactly what Sammy said, but evolutionarily. This also makes me wonder, in 1,000 years, what evolutionary thing are our great 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 grandchildren gonna be picking up from us still? How many of them are gonna wake up and instantly reach to turn on or reach to grab their phone or something like that?
Here's a legitimate thought I have. little pinky divots.
Oh.
Because so many people hold their phone right like that.
Oh.
I think we're just gonna start to develop like little dips in our fingers, like in that middle knuckle, just because of how consistently daily life has us putting stuff there. I'm wondering about that one personally.
Okay.
I'm thinking
Wings.
my bloodline, wings, absolutely. My bloodline
Wings.
is also going to be anxious about having to text people to cancel services. Like I canceled my lawn mowing service that I've been doing all summer, and I got
That's tough.
really nervous about texting him and being like, "Hey, no more."
Well, here's the thing too. I think phone calls in a weird way play into that of it is really hard to connect with a person on a phone call. You hear voice, but there's a little bit of a timing differently, and you have no visual cues for how they feel or think. They have no body language, so I think that's why a lot of people get uncomfortable with making a phone call, because there is no context for you to work off of outside of their words and their tone of voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even then, like now it is becoming like weirdly out of fashion to do phone calls.
Yeah.
So
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. I don't like making phone calls.
I prefer a phone call to
Me
a
too,
text
Well,
message.
You've got the spirit of an 80,000-year-old caveman.
I know it.
they
That
have
is
phones?
why I exclusively communicate with my fiance, soon to be wife, by drawing on the walls with whatever rocks I find in the yard. It is very confusing. She has still not understood that I want her to kill the deer.
One time I lit a match in front of Caleb and he peed everywhere.
I pissed all over Cordell's apartment because he lit a match, and then when he tried to stop me, I punched him in the face.
It's a miracle we're still friends.
I communicate in long distance exclusively through hitting logs with sticks.
That one is very charming, though. He's quite the poet in log words.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
I have. Do you know how many productions of Shakespeare shows I've done on just through log and stick?
At
Welcome
least
to
3.
Caleb's audio play, Macbeth. Bonk, 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 bonk,
Dunk, dunk, dunk,
bonk,
dunk,
bonk, bonk,
dunk,
bonk, bonk, bonk.
dunk, 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 dunk.
Anyway,
But the Uncanny Valley. It's a great
the
valley to
Uncanny
visit.
Valley. Yeah, it is one like that fight or flight evolutionary, like something's wrong here. I need to leave. I have a theory that everyone's got Uncanny Valley, and it might be for different, because like everyone's a little bit uncomfortable with creepy dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like for not everyone's scared of claymation. I, in a moment of deep vulnerability, am bringing one of the most Uncanny Valley things for myself.
Okay.
And I want to share it with you two. And then if you feel open enough, you can feel free to share an Uncanny Valley thing with me.
Okay.
Deal.
Thank you for being
So-
open. Thank you for being open with us.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
It makes me so uncomfortable, guys. I'm getting a little uncomfortable right now. You can see my posture.
Yeah.
I love zombie movies. Love them. But old school, lower budget zombie movies drive me up a wall. Specifically, Return of the Living Dead.
Okay.
Interesting.
If you have never seen images of this, just pull some up, look at them real quick. Tarman in particular is a ooky spooky one for me. But really just anything from that film is rough for Cordy to watch. Well, it's not Night of the Living Dead, it's Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead. Okay.
Yeah, so Night of the Living Dead is
Arm.
not a problem at all.
Oh yeah,
Return of the Living Dead,
that's pretty spooky.
it's very unsettling because you've got all of these, like, Sammy, can the audience see what you've got pulled up on?
Yes, now they can.
So
I have to fix it though, but we're good.
the guy you keep seeing with his like mouth open, like that's Tarman. He was
This
a
guy right
zombie
here?
that was like, yeah, left in a vat of the toxin that makes zombies for super long, and now he's just like gooey and sludgy, and he's just scary, and I don't like him. And then
Fair.
click on the like corpse that's on a stretcher. That one with
This
that one. Yep. Look at
Mm,
that.
Oh.
It's uncomfortable. So
Giving you a little sexy finger bite. Giving you a
Oh,
little-
kinky.
getting
So,
tied up.
um
Mm.
do you one, this is like me saying that basically the way they did the zombies in here, where most of them look mostly like a person, but just enough, not like modern zombies all have special effects that make them that extra step in human that makes it less scary.
Yeah.
But like these ones are just people enough that it really sets off that trigger for me. But I want to tell you a little bit about the lore of these zombies that makes it even more upsetting.
Do it.
Okay.
So, Return of the Living Dead, fun fact, when George Romero made Night of the Living Dead, there was a mistake in the copywriting and the rights for it. So, it went into public domain very quickly, and several offshoot sequels, including this series, were created because there was no rights issues stopping them from being made.
Okay.
So, in Return of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead is canonical. As in, it was a movie that was created.
In the universe, it was a
Oh.
movie.
Yes. But what they talk about in the beginning, because it's just these dudes working in a warehouse, and one guy's new, they
Yeah.
find these vats of this chemical, it's like trioxin D or something, 220 trioxin, whatever. It's the chemical that created those zombies. And so the dude that works in the warehouse is like, yeah, it's an old science warehouse. Night of the Living Dead is based on real events that happened in real life. And this is the chemical that made them.
This is weird, and I don't really like it.
But it gets worse because the gas escapes the vats that it's in and gets in the face of one of the guys. And so he starts slowly becoming a zombie over the course of the movie. But what's worse is this gas animates all dead matter, including
Okay.
the dissected, like half dogs in the warehouse start barking.
I don't like this at all.
The cadavers in the meat freezer start swinging their arms and stuff. Like, it's upsetting. What they do is they cremate all of the stuff in the warehouse that came alive. They cremate it. They're like, okay, got rid of it. The gas and ashes from the cremated remains go into the clouds, and it rains on a cemetery and reanimates everything in the cemetery. And so there is no way to kill these things. The only way to kill an individual zombie is to cut it up into pieces, is to burn it alive. Like, you've got to burn it, but then the ashes get released into the atmosphere and make more zombies.
So there's no winning.
There's no winning. And the other thing is that zombie that was strapped to the table there, it has a scene where they're like, why are you doing this? Because these zombies actually go, brains, brains, I want brains. Like, they say that. And they're
Yeah.
specifically going for our brains. It is because all of them feel the pain of being dead. And the only way to alleviate that a little bit is to eat a brain. And for a moment, they get release. And then the pain is back.
What
So-
the fuck?
It is
Are
the
you-
most upsetting movie for me on several fronts.
Are you telling me that the zombie that's 2 degrees away from Radio Rebel is just explaining all of it? But
Yeah.
I'm
So they're coherent enough to explain that. And the worst part, one of the worst things about it, an ambulance comes to the place, like, no, the cops come to the place, and they're like, hey, what's going on? Zombies ambush and kill them. One of the zombies gets on the radio and says, send more cops. And more come and get killed. And they're like, send ambulance. And more come. And The movie ends with the military nuking the place.
What the fuck?
But even then,
zombies?
You know that the ashes and fallout from those zombies are going to make more zombies, but they didn't know that when they nuked it.
This is, I love and hate this so much.
If it were made in modern day with better effects, I would really enjoy it. But because of those effects, it is my uncanny valley thing, and I'm very upset. I don't know if I'll sleep well tonight, but there it is.
I have a good uncanny valley, but I mean, first action figure, apparently.
Yeah, no, it's a very cult classic kind of movie series. The sequel introduces the fact that if you electrocute them enough, they die for real, and then they're gone. That's it. But that's not that. I don't like that anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's. I like that they don't stop. That they cannot be killed.
Yes.
This is a good
yours?
example of Uncanny Valley. Anything from
I love the thing.
I haven't seen the new one, but I think that's okay.
Yeah, the new one was okay. It was just all right.
Back to main view of just us three.
My uncanny valley thing that will always make me want to throw up a little bit is not like in horror movies. I don't care if there's blood. I don't care if there's guts or gore. None of that bothers me. It is a needle going into an arm, like a fake. Like I know it's fake. I know it's fake.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. Also, the man from Polar Express, the homeless man on top of the train.
Yeah.
Specifically.
He's scary.
I hate it so much. It makes me want to punch small children.
I mean, any character from the Polar Express is Uncanny Valley. I mean, the whole thing about like, isn't it that like
they did mocap? I think
mocap, but it was all Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it's like almost
Tom Hanks in every single character. Like, I'm not even joking. Like that's what they did, and that's insane. Just get the children, the children act. Okay.
Well, I don't think it was all Tom Hanks. Yeah,
I feel
there
like
are
it was
few
mostly
that were.
Tom Hanks.
Like the boy was Josh Hutcherson.
Okay.
Hutcherson.
Hush your sin.
But Tom Hanks played like 8 roles in the movie. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Polar Express, that whole like mannequin doll cart was scary. Like the puppet cart.
Why'd you bring it up? Why'd you bring it up,
Because
Cordell?
I lived through my trauma for art and for the views, so you have to too.
Yeah.
Okay, so even IMDb disagrees with Google on who plays who in Polar Express because it is that confusing.
Damn. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Polar Express is definitely one of the more uncanny movies because of like their attempts to make them more realistic. Oh, one that causes this for a lot of people. Do you remember the Nickelodeon show Mr. Meaty?
Yes.
Do not bring up
Mr. Meaty. You gotta.
Did we talk about this with Carson? Or was that off air? I can't remember.
That may have been off air, but Mr. Meaty is terrifying.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, Mr. Meaty.
It is,
I want to find a way to rewatch that show. It needs to be streamed somewhere.
I guess I'll have to look it up and show the audience. It was disgusting. They're puppets.
It's a very upsetting show.
This
was
the
tapeworm episode.
Yeah, there's like the lover that was made of meat.
That was a weird episode.
I think wasn't this guy the owner?
Yeah, he's just super old.
He's just disgusting.
There's a group pic with all of them.
Oh, where? Right here. Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what an upsetting show.
What a crazy show.
So yeah, Uncanny Valley. I feel like we should move on to better and brighter waters, or it'll get worse from here. I don't really know.
It's gonna get worse from here. So
In
I
a
guess
good way.
in a fun way. There's
Okay.
no little bonus gimmicks this episode because we have some fun. So we're gonna start this out. I was scrolling through TikTok months and months ago.
Okay.
And normally when I see that little sponsored ad, like the sponsored button, sponsored button at the bottom, I just go, I'm just going to scroll past. I don't give two shits about this. This video, I'll go ahead and switch. This video right here is an ad on TikTok. And I had seen it so many times that I just scrolled past. I was like, I guess I'll pause. I guess I'll stop. So here we go.
This is Mr. Wogglebug. He wants to be a friend to you and your children. He stars in 3 animated movies I've made. The first one tells about how he was thoroughly educated and highly magnified by Professor Know-It-All and how he helped people in the village he was in. The second tells about him and a little girl named Sylvie having adventures in the enchanted forest and learning the 7 living values of intelligence. The third tells about him and Sylvie and the Frogman on a quest to find the wisdom keys. You may purchase any one or all 3 of the movies you want. I recommend you purchase all 3. Click the link and learn more about the Sylvie and the Wogglebug movie.
So the reason this came up between me and Sammy is because Olivia and I have a lot of nicknames for our dog Wilder, such as Stink, Stinky Butt, Stinky Boy, and then some of them are Snugbug, Snugglebug, and Hugglebug.
Oh, that's dangerously close to Wogglebug.
Yeah, which brought up, then Sammy was like, oh, so you know about the Wogglebug. And I said, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? And here's the thing. If that was the end of it, if that was the weirdest this gets, wouldn't be a podcast episode.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't get as weird, wouldn't be interesting. So I guess we'll start at the beginning. Caleb, do you want to enlighten us at where the Wogglebug came from?
Yeah, so the Wogglebug actually has a long history. Like, I kid you not. The Wogglebug has been around since the early 1800s because it is a character written by Frank L. Baum for the Wizard of Oz series.
Yep.
No way.
So this
Public domain Wizard of Oz spinoff.
Public domain Wizard of Oz. Like, that is what we're dealing with right now. The Wogglebug in the books is just kind of a nuisance and kind of a horrible person, but it's a big bug that gets in the way of the Wizard of Oz gang.
You know how she said in the video, Professor Know-It-All? So,
Yeah.
Okay, Wogglebug's full name is Mr. H.M., the letters H.M. Wogglebug T.E. So, Wogglebugs are like tiny little bugs, right? Tiny little bugs. So, Professor Know-It-All accidentally was studying this Wogglebug and accidentally magnified him into a bigger Wogglebug. So, he's highly magnified. Mr. Highly Magnified Wogglebug, thoroughly educated because he was taught by Professor Know-It-All.
So he's just this huge nerd bug who decides to go on an adventure with a little girl.
So it gets wilder, because the Wogglebug did have like a slight fan base in like the 1920s and 1930s.
Well, real quick as well, his big thing in the book is one of his biggest scenes, at least that I was reading, was that he was being insufferable because he wouldn't stop making puns.
Yeah.
Oh,
and everybody
good
in the
man.
group like hated it. And there's like all
I can
these
respect
lines about
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But sorry, Caleb, for interrupting.
No, you're good. You're good. Because so this pun making bug inspired a whole musical, which was well received enough to where there was actually a Wogglebug book by Frank L. Baum. Or L. Frank Baum, sorry.
Yeah.
By L. Frank Baum.
Frankel bombs.
Frankel
Bombs. Frankel Butts decided to write a whole book about the Wooglebugs, and it's insane. So, then no one knows about the Wogglebug.
No,
It's not in the movie, and most people only care about the movie Wizard of Oz these days. They don't really care about the book and how it's a beautiful political allegory for.
Yeah, they're bandwagon fans.
They're bandwagon fans. They don't get the fact that it's supposed to be that the city of Oz is green, and the fact that green should be backed by gold, and that's why it's a yellow brick road, was that it was supposed to be that the gold leads to the money, not that the money is backed by nothing. And they don't get that the lion is actually supposed to be this politician, which is why he is this loudmouth with no heart, and that the scarecrow is supposed to be this politician from Oklahoma, which is why partially he's a scarecrow and why he has no brain. Like, all of this is it's a beautiful political allegory.
Yeah.
Caleb,
Yes.
if allegory, why Tin Man cut off arms still no heart?
Tin Man cut off arms still no heart because L. Frank Baum hated this one politician that he based him off of and wished that he would have, done that to himself. And called him a heartless man because he was gutting America.
Were flying monkeys like Nazis or something?
I don't know. I really don't know.
That's really interesting, though. I never actually knew that.
Yeah, that's legit interesting.
Yeah, I'll probably do like a full analysis sometime for Junk House because it is very fun. But then this girl, the girl you see with the Wogglebug screen, discovered the Wogglebug.
How about this? We'll show you now her website.
WogglebugLoveProductions.com.
That's a porn site. Don't do it.
So viewers at home and Cordell, we're going to play a little game, okay? I've played this game with everybody that I've shown this website. The game's called What Do You Think? What do you think is going to happen when I scroll down on this page? Just like normal website thought, if you go to a normal website, from this layout, what do you think should happen?
I mean, maybe a pinned video trailer for a movie.
Okay. The entire header is half of the page.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Here's the intro.
We do have a trailer, though, or an intro.
We have, I guess, I forget what this video is. So I guess we can go ahead.
Scroll past the...
Mm-hmm.
Keep scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
Keep scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
Keep go. Oh!
Yeah.
What?
That is her, that's her... Oh! Shut up, Markiplier! Stop! Stop, Markiplier! I don't care.
Markiplier, get out of here!
That's
Markiplier's
her picture.
Wogglebug fan.
He's a huge Wogglebug fan.
Okay.
This is her whatever.
YouTube. Her
YouTube. But also, if you see down here, do not sell my personal information. And if you click it, do not sell my personal information. To disable the sale of your information to third parties, click submit. So
she's actively mining your info.
Yes. It's yeah. So I forget. Well, what is this video? How long is this?
Happy days to you, one and all. I am especially delighted to welcome you all here. I feel I was only a lowly bug before Cynthia Hansen chose me to be an icon of educational entertainment for children of these new ages. Now
Thank you, Cynthia.
I'm now finally able to win over the love of the children of the world as I should. I assure you, I am a teacher and a gentleman bug. And now, thanks to Cynthia, I shall also be a star. And, as my friend Jiminy has said, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Isn't that copyrighted?
Cynthia makes movies with iClone 7, and 7 is a very lucky number, as I've heard from a leprechaun friend.
I don't remember this part.
These are the start of what's to come in the future.
They got Mothman!
Life,
They're
love, family, friendship, and caring about what matters.
What are those?
Starting
They're
with
wizards.
my incredible tale of origins by the great Professor Know-It-All. And onward with my friendship with Cindy when we actually... Oh, I mustn't spoil the joy of finding out what happens for all of you. I
Oh!
hope to hear all the more from many of you out there after you see my movies Cynthia makes. Thank you for coming and enjoy everything to your heart's content. All
You're going to
you want
recognize
see
that bow a
now
lot.
Is more than just a few clicks away.
And it auto closes. So all the videos on this website auto close. So we'll show you a trailer, but first we got to go to fun and games real quick, right?
We're gonna be fun games.
And games. You want to do a fun poll, Cordell?
Yeah.
Do a fun poll together.
Would you be willing to pre-order a Wogglebug plushie 2 months in advance? Sure.
Oh, yeah. 35 votes.
That was a fun
I
poll,
account
everybody.
for at least
That
one
was a
of the-
fun poll.
We're gonna be going here soon. But yeah, Cordell, question.
$5, that's how we got. Okay.
They have a $5.
Wogglebug.
Which is going to be the next part. Caleb, is there anything that needs to be added before we show Sylvie and the Wogglebug trailer?
I want to say, you're going to watch the trailer. This is an hour and a half long movie, like feature length.
Yes.
I watched an hour of it, and Sammy watched about 30 minutes of it
30,
with me.
yeah.
It is terrifying. I don't know. I don't even remember the trailer because the movie has clouded my memory.
This is like every bad computer game you played as a kid with the most scary graphics, but like turned up to 11.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's just like, again, if it was just a TikTok ad,
But it's
I
so
wouldn't.
much more.
It's so much. Like there's an about section where she talks about how she found the Wogglebug when she was 12 and she dreamed about making movies and like him being this like child hero for children and all of these like Cynthia, I'm sorry, but children are going to be terrified of this bug, man. But
can we have a moment that gets edited out of both audio and video real quick?
Sure.
I get the strong sense from hearing her like speaking that she's most likely autistic.
Yes.
Do we have any reservations about how deep to mine this at her expense?
We talked about this and we don't want to do anything that is like making fun of her because like here's the thing.
And this should stay in because this is important.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's keep it in.
For one person animating this, and I genuinely hope if you watch this, you hear this, Cynthia.
Yeah.
It is incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
For one person animating this by
Absolutely.
themselves.
A
like,
one-person production is nearly impossible to do this well.
And it's like
we are
it's for good reasons. Like nothing about this.
Yeah.
The only thing that is bad about this is the look of it. Is the animation of it. And that's why we're talking about it.
And the voice.
And the voices. It's like there's just slight stuff that because at the core of it, no matter any neurodivergence, a person took a character from somebody else's creation and is creating an entire series about that character, and that is fascinating. And even in the about section, she wants to create a fandom for Mr. Wogglebug. That is a part of the goal. So it's just a very fascinating little microcosm of the internet.
This is like fanfic up to 11. This is wild.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it is brilliantly done. Like I've like, it's been a week since I learned about Wogglebug, and I have watched so much Wogglebug content, not because I'm like, oh, I want to watch more, but because I am so fascinated, I guess is the right word.
Okay. Okay, I did want to have this conversation, though, at least, even if private, if this ends up in the final cut, that's fine, but, like, I wanted to make sure, and it's the reason I didn't want us to do solely a, like, review of things on the internet. Like, I didn't, like, a fanfic review when we threw that around. I don't want to make a living or make even just content out of bullying people.
Yeah.
No,
that's the thing.
So cool.
Yeah, Cynthia seems like an amazing person. She's doing this because it's a character that she loves and is trying to make it for children. And the only reason I was like, is because it would scare the children. And I mean, Cynthia would probably hate that, you know, but Cynthia seems like a great, very caring, like, just, there's just so much, and like, there's just a lot.
Now that we've gotten that out of the way, put that back up on stream. Let the japes continue.
Because you will understand after seeing this trailer, I feel like. I mean, you already understand, but
this is like the Barbie movies, but worse.
I do, but you're too tiny to be friends with, so I suppose I'll let you go. I wish I could run away to a forest like this one.
See the video.
You can't see the video?
Now I can. It's back, but it was gone.
Yeah, it was gone for a little bit.
You can see it now?
Yeah.
And you're a human-sized human. Well, a short human-sized human at least. Good afternoon and salutations to you, little girl. My name is Mr. H.M. Wogglebug T.
Yeah, it is.
So here's what I'm saying. Drinking game, and we watch all 3 Wogglebug motion pictures.
There's a 4th one coming out soon.
Of the 7 living values of intelligence.
Our livers are gonna die.
Brought you here. The painting in the library, within the living tree. That's all destiny.
You are the chosen ones.
We weren't chosen. We volunteer.
We got to get that line again. I'm sorry. Okay.
That was good.
Chosen ones.
We weren't chosen. We volunteer.
Do you think we'll be able to recruit more forest dwellers today, Mr. Wogglebug?
Oh, certainly. We will bring together a splendiferous team to work as one against Antifa. And what is teamwork without a team? It's just
Antifa.
Work. And who wants to do
it's
that?
Political too.
Mr. Wogglebug, do you really think we could defeat Antifa?
I do.
But how?
You'll see.
Together.
But what can I do?
You are special, Sylvie Hanois.
Hanois?
You just need to believe in yourself, just as I believe in you.
As we all believe in you.
All for one.
And one for all.
Together we stand.
Together we fall.
All the DVDs are $5. By the way,
that's such a good rate. That is such a good rate.
It is.
I only buy bargain DVDs.
Forget about anything you had an idea for the bachelor party at my wedding. We're watching all three
All of
Wogglebug
them.
movies.
And
We're getting woggled,
I think
boys.
this one, the newest
Guys, we're
one, is
gonna
supposed to
get
come out
wogged
soon
this
too.
weekend.
When's
Fuck yeah.
when's it coming out?
I thought I remember reading something about it coming out next month or like end of this month, but
Whoa. Okay, I want to
love
look at
it.
the reviews.
okay.
Can we read some reviews for Wogglebug?
5
Yes.
stars.
Fun fact, all of these, if you go to any of their other products,
Uh-huh. Is it the same review every time?
so like it's not like somebody left a review that was the same on every page. It's like the review leaves a review for the website or like for the all of them.
I want to
All of
read
them.
them.
Okay.
I want to read them now.
Can you see them?
I can.
I can
Let
I'm going to get
zoom
up
in.
close, but I think I can.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
read Devin B. This is my audition for you, Cynthia.
Oh. Wow.
Oh no!
Okay.
Wait, this
Right
might
there, right
work.
there. That's perfect.
This might
That's right
work.
there. This
There
is
we go.
my audition to be a voice actor for the next Wogglebug movie. I will do it for free.
Same, honestly.
Same. Yes, please, Cynthia. You know our show.
I loved this movie and watched it while I was trying to keep up, I was tying up. Let me start over.
I was trying to I was tying up them.
I was tying myself up.
I was watching this during some autoerotic asphyxiation session.
No, that's not what it says. That's not what it says. This is for children.
Is that what it is? Oh shit. Okay.
Wait. Before you do this now, have you seen the Reddit post about the person who started watching Breaking Bad with their partner while they had sex?
No.
And eventually it got to the point where they could only get off watching Breaking Bad together and quoting the show.
Oh no.
Fuck. I love
Oh
it.
my
Okay.
God.
All right.
And here we're gonna
All right. I'm ready. All right.
We're gonna switch it back to the 3 so it's more interesting, but okay.
Okay.
I loved this movie and watched it while I was tying up some loose ends in my favorite video game. Great work, Wogglebug team. I cannot wait for the next installment.
Okay. I want to read Thai T.
Okay.
Consider this my audition for the Wogglebug himself.
Oh damn! You're gonna take the act.
No.
There is one actor that's been doing the Wogglebug the entire time, and apparently Cynthia he's perfect. So this has to be perfect. Okay.
I'm
This has
gonna
to be-
usurp the current Wogglebug.
Okay,
Shit.
we're ready.
New adventure, same lovable Wogglebug. In this new movie, we get an expanded origin story for the Wogglebug and his early adventures in Genoma. Kids will delight in the new songs and story, especially the addition of a charming leprechaun. Adults will relate to the tale of an evil landlord who is using the threat of a plague to artificially inflate rent prices in the most troubling of times. It certainly truly has something for everyone. The whole family will love it.
Oh my god.
We're watching this movie.
I'm gonna
Also, yeah, straight up, Comrade Cynthia.
Hell yes.
Comrade.
Oh my god.
Comrade
yeah.
Cynthia, she gets it.
She has a Patreon,
Hell
and
yeah.
for $15 a month, we can be on her visual podcast. That is a Wogglebug.
She's got a podcast.
She's only done
A
2 episodes.
Wogcast?
She's only done 2 episodes, but I think if we pay
and
that,
the last
thing,
one came out a year ago.
yeah. So it's only once or twice a year. So, but we could be on
She's-
that.
She's got a Wogcast.
She's got the Wogcast. Okay, I'm gonna,
Cynthia, come on our
Junk House.
podcast. We
Get
will,
over here,
we
Cynthia.
will not swear for a whole episode if
Yes,
you come on the
I
show.
would
I
love
don't
to
swear
meet
on any
you.
episode, Cynthia.
Yeah. I'm gonna read one more.
I'm family friendly.
and then we're gonna check out the Fiverr because that is important.
Okay.
And then it might be time for us to go to sleep.
At 12:30
12:30.
p.m.
I'm
Kevin
close.
H, 5 stars. A great follow-up to the first Wogglebug movie that goes into the Wogglebug's origin story. The voice acting is great, and it features both familiar and new characters. Despite the fantasy setting, The movie has many relatable situations based on real-world encounters that are both entertaining and educational. Highly recommended. Okay, but
Here's what
now
I'm
they
going
have
to
a
tell you
Fiverr.
now. I'm making the Wogglebug a recurring character on our show, regardless of if Cynthia joins in.
Okay.
And the Wogglebug will be anytime there's something like good for children, the Wogglebug is going to come and talk about
He's gonna
It-
approve or disapprove.
Yeah.
It's the children's version of Conspiracy Carl, is what I'm.
Yeah.
So, as you
So
saw,
the Wogglebug's got a nasal problem, if you know what I'm saying.
so as you saw at the beginning, Wogglebug and Cynthia and Wogglebug have a Fiverr. If you don't know what a Fiverr is, you can spend normally $5 at minimum to get people to do something, or like they'll record something for you. So this one is titled I will have the Wogglebug say or do whatever you want. So I was just vibing around, looking at the stuff, like it's just pictures. And then you're like, oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
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 So we're going to watch a few of these, right?
This is a message for the homosexuals. At first we were happy to live in peace with you.
Wait.
You couldn't stop trying
It
to
stopped
invade.
for
It
us.
stopped.
Trying to make me and the frogmen into horrendous gays like yourselves. For the homosexuals.
Can you see it?
At first we were happy to live in peace with you, but you couldn't stop trying to invade. Trying to make me and the frogmen into horrendous gays like yourselves. How disgusting and repulsive. So now, I have had to take more extreme action. From this day forward, all homosexuals are banished from Genoma. We will no longer tolerate your lifestyle and your attempts to recruit the children of our kingdom. Genoma is only for straight people, not for gays. And if I see one more piece of fake artwork or one more fake video claiming that the Wogglebug is gay and in love with the Frogman, I will take even more drastic action. And if you see any so-called gay Wogglebug art or videos, you should not believe it. It is all a horrible lie made up by the gays and transgenders who are trying to undermine society. From this day forward, that kind of lying, depraved homosexual propaganda is banned in Genoma. You homosexuals should consider yourselves fortunate that I was merciful this time. Next time, you may not be so lucky. As for me, I will soon be marrying the Beetle Princess, who is a woman. She is not a man. You hear me? I would never marry a man. And I would never marry the Frogman, ever. Never, ever. I am straight. I am straight. I will never be gay. No one on earth can force me to be gay.
So
I take it all back.
in the thing, it says, though he will not say or do anything of any abusive, political, religious, explicit, or sexual content, for he is at heart a children's role model, and I reserve the right to refuse any orders of the aforementioned natures. So she hasn't refused these.
Yeah, actually, Cynthia, you are not welcome on this show.
I still would like to meet her.
I don't know. I don't want to fight the Wogglebugger.
Yeah, part of me
After
has
you,
wondered.
Wogglebug fans, I hope you are spending lots of time learning and having
Why is
fun
he
with your
dancing?
friends. I'm here with a very important message from Genoma. I am not gay. I am only attracted to women. Anything else would be very unnatural. I do not hate gay people, but
He doesn't
I
hate gay people.
disagree with their lifestyle. Soon,
Why are you
I will be
dancing?
marrying the Beetle Princess. I am looking forward to my delightful and romantic wedding with the Beetle Princess very much. Anyway, please have fun and a pleasant day. Remember to always be kind and helpful to other people.
So it's one of those weird things where she posts, like, she's not denying this stuff and turning it down. But I have theories.
Theories?
One is that it's not her that is accepting these and being like, we'll do that. It's the voice actor for Wogglebug. In which case, Cordell needs to be Wogglebug.
Yeah.
Because if
I'm a safe and inclusive Wogglebug.
You're a safe and inclusive Wogglebug, and you're straight.
Yeah.
So, like,
perfect.
they're still not, yeah, you can still marry Beetle Princess. But also
And I
the
would.
other idea.
And I would have a very romantic wedding night.
The other idea / theory is that part of it is that she just needs money to make the movies.
Yeah.
But if I need money to make my nice inclusive art and I say, hey, neo-Nazis, give me money and I'll spew your hate, I think I'm in the wrong there.
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
So here's the thing. From the video that I got, which how about I don't think I played the whole thing earlier. So why don't I play the whole thing for you guys real quick? Don't look at this. Yeah. Don't look at me again. And then let me open.
We can't see anything yet.
I know. I was talking to the audience.
Oh, okay. How was I to know? I am not them.
That's fair. Okay. Can you guys see it now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. This is the whole. So what I have learned, and now I'm frozen. That's okay. What I have learned through this is that the Wogglebug, it does exactly what he just reads exactly what you write. Okay. So this is exactly what I wrote.
Hello, Caleb, Cordell, and Sammy. I hope you are all having a great day. And I hope Caleb's wedding soon goes great. It's me, Mr. H.M. Wogglebug T.E. And welcome to Junk House.
How do you feel about the possibility that you gave $5 to a raging hate monster?
I don't. Well, what I was going to say.
I'm a little bit baffled by this like sudden curveball in the last hour.
What I am showing this to imply is that maybe like it's just memers. It's just complete shit posters, 4chaners that are spending money to mess with her to get them to say this because they know that maybe she needs the money, maybe blah 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 blah, maybe she just doesn't think about it, and like they're just like, okay, we're gonna get the Wogglebug to say terrible things because that's just been a thing on Fiverr anyway. I don't think it is necessarily 100% her beliefs.
So does every video created end up on that stream that it's got of like, look at all these different options?
The ones that are reviewed, that are like publicly given 5 stars, I think you can like automatically you can take them off if you want to, but it seems like a lot of the times it's the highest rated of your requests. Also,
so it could be memers.
Yeah. Also, there hasn't been a lot of people buying these, I would assume, because there's not not a ton. Oh yeah. Give me a second. I gotta switch back over here and not on this one. Boom. Okay. And then you guys can't see it yet because I need to switch back, and this part will probably be edited out.
No, I like it.
Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, not anymore.
But now you can.
Now I can.
Chelsea, Philip, and John. I will miss you all a lot when I am in LA. You are good friends, and I am
It's also only in the left ear.
for all the time we've had.
Yeah.
Boof, 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 da-da boofa.
I wasn't jealous before we met. Now every man I see is a potential threat. And I'm possessive, it isn't nice.
Wogglebug's got pipes.
Oh, he's not singing.
I know. I was making a joke.
The ghost hunters in the background.
Now everything is new.
This is plucked straight from the movie Mamma Mia.
All I've learned has overturned. I beg of you.
Don't go chasing your emotion. Walk.
There all your bugs on me. Okay, I feel better about it if it's just memers, but like,
Yeah.
you,
But we
you know,
don't
my
know.
only concern is we don't know, but you can never see the ones that were refused.
Yes. Exactly.
So I think one of the only real way we can test this is to submit one where the Wogglebug says he is in fact very, very, very gay.
Oh, we
and
can
we-
get one
we
where he's
basically-
dancing and he says, "Hey, I'm gay."
Yeah, we send the opposite of those. If that gets made, we know it's just they'll make anything. Because I have a slight suspicion the Wogglebug voice actor is just a like text to speech bot.
I would. That
Is
makes
my
sense.
theory.
Either that or he's just like, I'll just do it, whatever. I don't care.
But like, because here's the thing. No human being has a cadence like any of the characters in the film.
Yeah.
So I've got to believe it is most likely a series of like text to voice apps or programs, which means she could well have it just set up where she gets paid, it goes into the program, comes on out. So we've got to test it. We have to make make a Wogglebug coming out video and see if it gets posted. Because if it does, we know it's safe and it's okay. If it gets rejected, then I think we've got our answer.
Yeah. I think that's a very good idea.
It's very scientific.
The only issue that is let me switch back one more time. There's this video, which I'm not going to show the whole video.
Oh no.
I'm just putting it. Oh, wow. I don't know why it's so big. But this one is like,
we can't see it now.
Okay. Well, we're not watching it. So,
okay.
That video is her talking about how the Frogman and Wogglebug, they're not gay. I envisioned that the Frogman was his best friend, was kind of the vibes. And so, there is a funny line she says at the end that we'll be using as the outro, but yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if
envisioned the friendship of the Wogglebug.
Stop playing.
The way I have always envisioned the friendship of the Wogglebug and Frogman is of two buddies who both use their own kind of intellectual prowess to help each other to succeed. And I regret I didn't fully get to explore this in the third movie, but I will try to.
We're just watching now. I'm okay.
Feature films if possible. Once again, they are not gay just because they enjoy each other's company a lot. I never envisioned them as gay, and I never will. And I hate it when people presume that they have any right to tell me my vision is wrong and what it should be. It is.
That is one thing. That is one thing, right?
That is fair.
I was about to say that's very fair. They're
fair.
her characters. I did that because Wogglebug is technically not her character, but they're in this story. They are her characters, so she is more upset.
It is
that people are seeing them not as her vision than she is about them being gay.
She has yet to say anything homophobic outright in this video.
Yeah,
and like, to be honest, I respect that a lot. I hate when people take characters and be like, "Oh yeah, they're definitely not the way they were described in the story."
Yes.
So I can appreciate that. Okay.
It's understandable, yeah.
I can understand thus far.
I guess we can keep going. Do we want to keep going?
Yeah, do we want to like, you said you want this to be the closing line, right?
There's the last 2 seconds of this video.
Okay, so we'll watch till like 10 seconds left, do all of our socials and stuff, and then just let the video take it out.
Okay. Unless Caleb,
Sound
did
good?
you have something?
No, I was about to say pretty much the same thing.
Okay, bet. Okay.
After all. Now, to clear up the second false rumor, which is that I am homophobic, I can honestly tell you that I am not. I have nothing
Good to know.
against actual gay people or characters.
Yeah.
And I voted for Obama when he was president because he
Hell
would
yeah.
legalize gay marriage, even though my mother
Okay.
actually told me she didn't approve of it. And I have at
Okay.
least one voice actress I work with who is lesbian and voices a character in my series already, though the character isn't lesbian, but she is just thrilled to be voicing her, though. And after some thought, I have decided on how I will incorporate a couple of new characters who are gay into my series. I won't
I forgot
reveal
about
who
that.
they are for now, but I promise you it will
Okay.
not be the Wogglebug and Frogman. After all, the Wogglebug will be marrying the Beetle Princess and have offspring with her, and the Frogman will be the best man at their wedding and the godfather to their kids
They're that
afterward, and the
close?
Frogman will likely marry a lady frog after that, because that was always the storyline I had planned on
Yeah.
from before I got started on the series.
That makes
So
sense.
now, just remember that if in the event you come across anything online that is calling me or the Wogglebug homophobic, please just
Not
ignore it
homophobic.
because it's not true. That's all for
Okay, that's the last thing.
It's memers. It's memers.
It's 100% memers.
Okay, I still kind of want to put out the Wogglebug loves the gays video and see what happens.
I think it would be fun at the very least. I think it'll be for sure rejected if we say he's gay because the character is not gay.
Which is why I changed it to I'm Wogglebug and I love the gays.
Yeah.
The
You
gays
know, like,
are welcome in Genoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And transgenders.
Yeah, like we are.
That's important.
Yeah, gays and transgenders and maybe lesbians, if they're good, can come on in.
Yeah. Cynthia, come on the show.
Maybe less.
Yeah, Cynthia, I take it back. You can come on the show again.
I would love to meet you.
There was a bit there where I thought you might have been ragingly homophobic and I didn't want you on the show. But come on over.
Also, I will say, I have already been in very slight communication with the woman known as Cynthia through her Discord. She has a Wogglebug Love Productions Discord that I found through her YouTube. So, and there's very little people in there. I think more than half of them are probably memers like me. But when I joined, she sent me a DM and was like, "Are you a fan of Wogglebug?" And I was like, "Yeah, I saw it through YouTube." She asked if I was a fan of Wogglebug on YouTube because that's the only way you can get to her Discord. I was like, "Yeah, blah 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 blah," and she was like, "Have you seen the movies?" I was like, "I haven't been able to yet," but I was like, "Is the DVDs the best way?" And she was like, "Yes, ordering the DVDs are the best way." I was like, "Okay, perfect." So we have already had communication with her. So maybe we can actually get her on the podcast or get on her podcast.
Yeah, or at least get her to like send in a voice clip and we send in a voice clip, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like
Okay.
the end of this video, I feel like we're going to be using multiple times. If not using her voice line, us saying it, because it's funny, but it's also just kind of a good way to end.
to sign off.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do some socials.
Let's social it up. Or well, Caleb, do you like the you like the Wogglebug's music so much? Whose other music do you?
I Caleb Burley am a fan of the Wogglebug's music. He has a cover of What a Wonderful World that I will listen to every day and play for my children.
Well, I think to myself,
if I ever have children, they will be raised on the Wogglebug, but they will also be raised on Psychobilly Freak Out by the one and only Reverend Horton Heat off the album Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em. Thank you so much for letting us.
If you want to follow us on Twitter, that's at Junk House. but the O in house is a 0. Also, if you're watching this and you're like thinking you're gonna be sending hate to Cynthia, go fuck yourself. No, she's great.
Be
Don't
only nice
fucking
to
do
her.
this. I know we don't have a large audience, but just in case, we're saying we are not approving of this because Cynthia is great. Okay.
You went on a journey with us of discovering how we felt, because that is life. Life is a process of adjusting your views with new information. And also, if you want to email us, you can email us at junkhousemmailbox@gmail.com.
Exactly. And as we say, starting this week and probably more weeks.
That's all for now. Tomorrow I will talk more about my visions and dreams.
It's a psychobilly freakout!